Hey guys, welcome back. Another exclusive audio commentary from WCReplays.com. I welcome you guys. Haven't been doing too many audios lately, so hopefully this one should make up for it. Let's get this paused at the 15-second mark at the 1x speed, and we'll get this going right away. Took a short break from Warcraft to study for finals, and now since finals are over, I can actually get some time to play it, so actually I'll wait for you guys to get this at the right mark and whatnot, let it load through and everything, because I know that not everyone starts this waiting at that 15-second mark at the 1x speed, but that's cool. I'll kind of wait up for you guys here. So I'm with my actually a new arranged team partner. This is KiLLeR.DK. Rather impressive stats. I'll actually go into more details after that, after we get this unpaused, of course. So let's get this unpaused in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, unpause. Alright. So this is a build that, well, is rather easy to do, except the beginning is a little complex. It's a little more complex than the Orc and Night Elf thing, where it's just a basic throw-up of a bunch of ranged units complemented by a Priestess of the Moon, but it goes around the same idea. In the beginning of the game, I gave my ally 100 gold, KiLLeR.DK, of course, who is currently ranked 1 in free-for-all, ranked in the top 50 of random team, and ranked in the top 70, I believe, in solo. So he excels in all ends of the ladder. So it's pretty cool to have a reliable ally such as KiLLeR.DK. I chilled out with him at Acon 4 down in Miami during the tournament. He's a pretty cool dude. So, yeah, that's pretty much the basic thing as it goes here, and our opponents today are Wwow.Korea and Nubby. Some odd names here. This is actually a rather low-level match. We're kind of climbing up there, and as you climb up there, you'll kind of come across some of the teams that are also climbing up really quickly. I believe we went up against a former rank 1 team that was only level 8. You know, they're picking some new arranged team buddies to go with. So along that, you'll get those random matches where it's pretty big. And that'll really blindside you when you're used to playing low-skilled teams, and when it'll just really mess you up. So once I found out where the Orc is, I'm just going to rush right away to the Night Elf. So like I said, this is around the same type of idea that goes with the range complemented by a Priestess of the Moon. So KiLLeR.DK, what does he get? That is Fiends, of course. That's what the 100 gold went towards. That was actually to get his graveyard up rather quickly, or just to speed it up a bit so he can go right away to the Fiends and only have to use 2 ghouls to support the lumber. So I'm getting my Priestess of the Moon out. She is out. Wisp pops right in front of her. No big deal. Actually, I would be happy to see as many Wisps as possible blow up in front of the Priestess, because right now she doesn't really need that much mana, so I'm not really too worried when I see that happen. So I see a Priestess of the Moon as well. So we know this is a Night Elf and Orc, so that we might be going against the same type of format against each other. So this will really show you the significance with the range, either with the Undead and Night Elf, or the Orc and Night Elf. So, So I immediately tell him right away that he is getting headhunts. And the most annoying thing that I always hate is when they just start nailing my stuff that's being made, especially at this point in the game when it's rather critical that the stuff comes up there. So this is when they gain a significant advantage here. This is when it really halts my production. They get in on it first because KiLLeR.DK's hero comes out rather late, so it gives a brief moment of vulnerability where I can take a lot, and I mean a lot, of damage. So like I said, right here, it didn't matter if a Wisp detonated my own Priestess. So I managed to kill some of the wolves, and we tried to force the Priestess out of the way. The reason why KiLLeR.DK got the Death Coil, even though it's not like a coil for the kill, is just to force that Priestess out of the way. And we did, however, force it to portal out of the way because the Fiend was kind of going there, so it kind of built up towards that. But they really succeeded in that harassment. They hit me pretty hard. There's nothing that I can do against that. Besides putting that Ancient of War back a lot more. But in the mid-game, when an attack on my base, especially on this map, is expected the most, it really isn't that wise of an idea. So we're just recovering from that right now. Anything else I can show to you guys? We have Nubby. I'm still trying to get over the name there. But Nubby is creeping at the moment. So, as well as WoW Korea. So we're all creeping. I pick up some Claws of Attack. That is nice. That is the best possible item that I can have on this Priestess of the Moon. Right now, plus 15 damage. She's got the damage of a melee hero, as well as some good range with it. Well, with some searing arrows later on as it goes. Right now, I do plus 25 damage. That is a pretty good amount of damage to be doing at this point in the game. So later on, as I just made a comment there, it is like a coil on a stick, because once it gets up to about level 5 or something, I've actually, in some games, I've gotten a third skill. One time I got it accidentally on searing arrows. I ended up doing about plus 60 damage. It was crazy as hell. That was with like a Scroll of the Beast and stuff like that. Just take a couple hits on a hero. They'll go down really quick. Even when you have like a death coil along with it, it's just insane. So we do get creepjack though. We do notice that he's right behind. So what I do, I position my hunts in front so there's no possible way that their hero can pick up that item. KiLLeR.DK portals out of the way because he knows that he couldn't run away very effectively in time, so we're going to get out of the way. We've gotten the good creeps done. We got our items, so we're going to get out of there. And right now, this is when the game really takes a turn for the worst. Those are peons that are falling, and those are wisps. They are both putting offensive towering onto me. Well, Night Elf is offensive treeing, because they're not really... Well, they're planting trees in front of my base. So, yeah. Anyways, Ancient Protector's going up there. Towers are going up there. They got excellent positioning on those towers. Pretty good positioning on the Ancient Protectors, if I do say so myself. And we are in trouble. I mean, they are... Look, the way that they're holding their ground, there's no way that we can reach back those towers. They're going to be up there whether we like it or not. Even though we are kind of slicing through all those weak units, it's still not enough. As you can see, they got clear unit advantage. The Fiends that KiLLeR.DK has, those are key into defending because they're excellent versus towers. So he's got to keep those safe. I lost a big amount of hunts. They're blocking my way out with the Priestess because the pathing totally sucks and it was made by a frickin' retard. So I gotta waste my portal in order to get that healing. So once those two towers are up and once that Ancient Protector comes up there, I'm thinking, well crap, this game sucked. There goes my base. There's nothing. I mean, the damage that is dishing out to me, there is nothing that I can do to really... Well, there's very little that I can do to help me out. All I'm trying to do right now is just to lower their number somewhat. I mean, as you can see, I am chasing out some units right there with the Priestess of the Moon. The Claws are helping. I mean, I'm able to do a lot of damage. I was thinking about taking down that tower because I am doing a bit of damage. Once I see his army come in there, I really don't want to lose the Priestess, especially at a moment like this. So I'm just trying to fight it out just to make sure if there's any possible way that I can save this base. I need to, because if we live out this battle, we win the game. Because their resources would be down so low, they won't be able to race us back up. So, can't save my Ancient. Looking rather grim. KiLLeR.DK says that we really right now should start to trade bases. So, DK sets off to the Night Elf. He's going to try to deal as much damage as he can, as obviously both of their armies will definitely stay in that position. And it's at this point in the game when I realize, alright, my base, it is gone. There's nothing that I can do. I mean, those Ancient Protectors, they can walk in just so damn as they please. So I'm going to make an escape plan. I'm going to sack my two hunts, basically, just to keep this Priestess alive. I put his tower focus onto the hunts, and I try to get out there. I could have executed that a lot easier, but I made sure that the towers were hitting the Huntresses. I let the Huntresses walk out there first, so the towers had nailed those. But I don't know. I'm going to tech right now, because all I have to do, well, the best thing that I can do is to get a Pit Lord. Why the Pit Lord? Why the hell should I get a Pit Lord? Well, he has a lot of ranged units. If you can plop in a very, very good Rain of Fire, actually, it would do a lot better of a damage. I mean, I'd have some level of a chance. But it's not Rain of Fire that I'm looking for. It's actually Howl of Terror. It's probably one of the most underused skills I've seen It's insane. If you can get a well-placed Howl of Terror, especially in this, I don't have to worry too much about that Pit Lord dying. As much as an open target that he does, yeah, KiLLeR.DK definitely has a coil. So that's the reason behind why I am getting a big fat Pit Lord. I do construct a moon well, so I can keep my food count up, just in case that by the time I reach my next tier, there's no saying how much he's going to level my base. So right now we're just hoping that we keep Korea and Navi's army, you know, where we want it. So I try to inch into that base, so I find a good open spot, which I waited for. Yeah, I got it in at a good time. It was alright. So right now all we're doing is just trying to snipe as many units as we can, just to lower their count. And we are. I mean, I'm killing a few archers. He's killing a few headhunters, and they're still thinking that they got a distinct advantage. KiLLeR.DK really did well with his Crypt Fiends. I mean, my hunts, they took all of the damage. They're taking all the fire while these Crypt Fiends were still alive. So I had plenty of wood. The reason why I just didn't chuck all the resources towards KiLLeR.DK at the moment is because he is constructing an item shop, and it'd be wise that I have a little bit of gold on hand so I can get some items, especially healing potions. I was worried about the most. And this is actually the game where I discover how great a Pit Lord is to be in your army. Because I was thinking, Pander and Brewmaster, it's alright. It's only in, well, it's more than alright in any other matchup, but compared to this, I took a lot of thought into thinking, alright, Pit Lord would be good, so I'm going to get a Pit Lord, try it out, because right now, I gotta be honest with you, we really weren't that confident that we were going to take this match. I mean, look at us. Look at my base. We've got crap. So, yeah. But we do notice their heroes. There's no town portal on them. So they're up. They have to go through this decision. Either my base lives, I get some production, maybe we get an advantage, or they make sure I get no advantage at all, but sacrifice their base in the process. So probably what they were thinking of at this moment was, alright, we got a good enough army on our hands as well. I mean, we can produce a lot more units. Why not just trade bases? So we did that. I made sure I detonate all the wisps. I wanted to reach out and nail that Tarn Chieftain, but I did notice that he did start to get his focus fire, so I don't want to give them any more experience than they've already got, so that's why I detonated at a short distance. So anyways, yeah, my base is going to die. It is out of there. But like I said, best part about this is that Pit Lord isn't as vulnerable as he is in standard games, since now he can be coiled. So, just going to start picking away at wow.Korea's base. I mean, they made sure that we get rid of everything. There is a Great Hall that is constructed in my base, for that matter, because now the Orc has an expansion to gain some units on. But the thing with those expansions when they get them is that they, in conjunction with their tower rush and all that stuff, it takes a lot of resources. So you got to hit at the right time. And we knew that, alright, since my base is gone, there's no reason that they would still stay in the base. I mean, why the heck would they do that? So they've definitely got to be running to, you know, try to save the Night Elf base, and we didn't want to get caught in that situation. So we ran out. You got to kind of keep in mind, like, how long it takes for a unit to run a certain distance, such and such, so you can really time it well. Many of the reasons why they say APM 70, map hacks. Could be that, or he's got very, very good intuition. He can really time his game well. So, going to start shopping. Put the Gloves of Haste on the Priestess because she'll probably deal the most damage in a battle, and she'll be safe, so she'll be dealing all that damage. So it'll help. So I have Potions of Healing on both of my heroes, and that's very, very good for me because now my heroes will be the biggest target out of all because, you know, once my heroes are gone, they're never coming back. So they would focus on those above anything. So that's why I got the healing potions. no more need for my resources right now. So I'm just going to go ahead, give him all the KiLLER.DK, say have fun. We do decide to take out the fortifications on that were made on my base, because just in case they were getting an expansion, which they did, but what they canceled. So they make sure we kill that peon first, just so they don't come back. So we are briefly thinking if he can give me resources, and if I can get back in the base, because we're saying right now, okay, yeah, I might be able to get a base, but I realize at this point, it's either now or never, because this orc player, we're pretty sure that they might later on in this game try to get an expansion in the middle and really, really get far. So, I mean, I can soar, I mean, I can go far in this game if I get an expansion in the middle, but, I mean, well, no, I can't, because I don't have, I can't even do that, so what the hell am I talking about? But I was thinking about that, so that's why I checked those rock chunks, so I can make sure that they've got nothing there. We do get necromancers for skeletons, and he is going for necro wagons, I think. Yeah, he does have a slaughterhouse. But he does have that very, very good obsidian statue. So once they board up into the burrows, I try to get a good placed rain of fire. So as that goes off, I mean, from this point on, this is when I first discovered how good that pit lord is. From this point on, I get Howl of Terror first. So they're coming. We see them coming in, so we decide to get in position. Make sure that we're in the right spot for a battle. We'll make sure we take down those wards before they go off, because we do not want to be stunned, especially at this desperate of a point. So they have a pit lord as well. And I drop some, they actually have a Howl of Terror on us as well. So I get a good place Howl of Terror. I managed to really, really bring down the damage on their units. -7 damage, -5 damage we're looking at here. That's a lot, and I mean a lot of damage, especially so widespread like that it is very, very, very good. So whatever hero they focus on, we just simply run it out of the way. And also at the same time, these fiends, they're doing such an excellent job at hero nuking, we're able to just nail them. And then we just get it through here. So, it's very happy. This is, I don't know what's with me and undead allies. Is whenever I have an undead ally, I mean, I think I did an audio before where I was with, I think, Boney. I don't know what happened to that guy, but we were in the same position like this, and we managed to save ourselves back into the game. So, anyways, I thought you guys would kind of like this replay. It's kind of cool, like the twist that was going around in there. So I thought you guys would like it a bit. That's about it, guys. Once again, I do apologize for the lack of audios that I've been giving to you guys. I've been rather busy lately. So, I hope you guys like this one. And that is pretty much a wrap on this one. I don't know which replay I'll be doing for the next one, but I'll think of what I can do for you guys. Until then, take care.